They say that legends are born, but on a farm in Indiana, a legend was made. Forged from hard work and the constant pursuit to be the best, Cabe Sipes has spent the last 32 years of his life honing his skill. Upon entering his shop, Custom Audio Reimagined, you are instantly reminded that you have came to the right place. With his life motto, don't work, don't eat, don't grind, don't shine on the door as you enter the shop. Just another reminder that you have entered into an artist's studio rather than a standard audio shop. As you walk through the over 5,000 square foot facility, it's hard to believe that one man works here, that he has built this from a 600 square foot single Cabe to what you see today. This is just another example of the personal drive Cabe has. With the expansion, he has added a full wood shop, laser cutters, vinyl printers, and every tool imaginable to give his customers the best service possible. Set in the country and the only advertising being word of mouth, Custom Audio Reimagined is quite the success story. But let's hear from the man himself, Mr. Cabe Sipes.
My name's Cabe Sipes. I started this journey in car audio around 32 years ago. I've been in this location for over 10 years.
Biggest challenge you've overcome in the past year?
Is honestly physical. I broke my back about 14 years ago. My spine's been fused. This year was the worst, laid up completely for an entire month. And the sad part is I know that that's going to end my career in car audio eventually.
How would customers describe you?
They've sent me videos. Let me go ahead and roll a few for you right now.
So many good things I can say, but very, very impressed. His work is incredible.
The attention to detail is undeniably the best I've ever seen.
I think Cabe is a genius. He's an artiste. He's very compassionate. When I contacted him about doing the sound system on the Bronco, he didn't know that I use a wheelchair. He not only did all of this amazing stuff to the vehicle, but he made it in such a way that I'll never ever have to worry about how these are connected to the vehicle in the most safe and efficient way. Safe, they'll never come off. It was almost like they came off the factory floor with the pedal and what he did to it. He's just an amazing person, amazing family person, and you can just see it at his shop. You can just feel the love when you go in, and it was just a wonderful experience.
What's your installation, specialty, and philosophy?
My install specialty is integration, and my philosophy is everything needs to be functional. Everything that I do integrates. If it doesn't integrate, I will not do it.
What do you want the customer to remember about the installation aspect of your service?
I want them to know that I went out of my way to build that car for them. If you call my shop and you want a quote, there's no such thing as a 5-minute conversation. It is a minimum 15 to 30-minute conversation. Figure out how old you are, if you have kids, if you don't have kids. Why are you wanting this installed? What features are you looking to gain? What are you hoping to do? Are you wanting to show off to other people, or is this just for you? Are you a sound quality person? Are you a bass head? I'm going to ask you a million questions. And that's because I'm building a profile of you so that I can design the best system possible for you, and I don't waste your time or your money. And that's what I want customers to walk away thinking is, wow, that guy really listened to me. He really paid attention to what I wanted, and I got exactly what I wanted in my car. This sounds amazing.
Who are some industry professionals and experiences that have had influence on you?
Mark Eldridge, Gary Biggs, those are the two big dogs. When I was looking in the magazines out here in the middle of the country in Indiana, trying to figure out what materials they were using, going to my dad and saying, what is that? And he's like, looks like fiberglass. Running to the store, buying fiberglass, starting fires. That's basically how I got exposed to car audio. Now, as I got into the industry and I began competing in DB drags, a huge influence on me was Alma Gates. She was kind of that sunshine at every competition that I could rely on. The experience that has me sitting here right now is the Installer Challenge. So by Select Products, Rob Garza, the owner. If it wasn't for Rob Garza, you wouldn't be watching this video and I wouldn't be here right now. The Installer Challenge in Las Vegas was where I was first exposed to other professional installers from other shops. So when Rob Garza put me on that team, and that's where I met Jason Ewing, that's where our friendship began. That was my first time of actually getting confirmation that I was good. That would be the one experience that really got me going and kept me on the path that I'm on right now.
Why should you be part of the top 50 installers?
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
I always thought the Installer of the Year should go to a young, up-and-coming installer. I never wanted it. So once I got on TV, once I started doing Pimp My Ride, I pulled from it. Every time I got nominated, I'd always say no, because I felt that I was already established. I had a career. I didn't want to take that from somebody, because 20 years ago, I was 27 years old. I was that young and upcoming installer who that Installer of the Year award would have really boosted my career. But I've noticed in the last couple of years, the people winning Installer of the Year awards are older than me. And I guess it's because there's no longer any really young installers that are doing what we do. So if that's the case, then yeah, I'm gonna put my hat in the ring, and I kind of want to get my Installer of the Year award to put on the shelf with my Lifetime Achievement Award. I just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, so February 22nd, I'll be in Vegas to get my ring for diecast and Hot Wheels. Installer of the Year award up there would kind of be a nice closing to my career. Everything I do now is basically for my grandchildren or my great-grandchildren to see as a legacy that I left behind. And this is just another thing that would go along with that legacy.
Shop walkthrough.
This right here is my main table. This is where I do a lot of wiring, harnesses. I do all my upholstery work, everything here. Over here we have upholstery, lighting, airbrush work. We've got all the electronics, soldering stations, everything when I need to build any kind of crazy gadgets or gizmos. We got a paint room with ventilation and Wi-Fi controlled heating. We've got the laser there, which I'm in love with. So now I'm going to upgrade to a gigantic CO2 laser because that is a game changer for my shop. Vinyl cutter, vinyl, so I can do my own stickers, decals, things like that. Don't have to rely on another vendor. Over here is my test bench area. I have 400 amps of power down here, so I can hook up very, very big amplifiers. I've got the giant connectors on the side for the big stuff. Then we've got the rolly cart. The rolly cart is one of my favorite things. It has the DMRTA on it. It looks like a mess because I use it so much. Got a laptop that never leaves. This is what I roll up to a car to do DSP tuning, or if I need to do any kind of testing on signals, I can just roll this right up to a car. Everything's there I need. I've got drawers that have every kind of connection you can imagine. Then we have one of my favorite places in the world is my wood shop. It takes years and years to develop the flow and develop what you're gonna need. But this is where all the magic happens as far as me building. It's amazing. So I have giant table saw, I've got routers there, and more routers over there. This is one of my new favorite tools of all time. I never thought I needed one of these. My wife bought it for me. Oh my goodness, that's a game changer. I love this thing. Over here we got the metal section. This is where the welders are, all metal hardware, things like that. So moving into the new shop, I had this put up a couple years ago so I could expand. Over here we've got the wiring. I try to use mainly Stinger wiring. We've got all my tools, my hardware. This is where the cars get built. Right there is future jobs and the products, and there's magnets with the customers' names or the vehicles that they're going to. So this is where I pull most cars in. So that is where boats will come in, or the larger vehicles. This is where, if I take apart a car, this is where all the parts go. We've got the fender racks, so there's never anything on the floor. And then I have all these bins up here, and a dry erase board, which for some reason still says 69 Mustang. It should say Camry, but I just didn't write it down. But dry erase, and what I do is I will write on each one of these little containers where the screw or bolt came from on the vehicle, and then it all gets put in there. Then right here we have our cards. This is so you can write anything down, any information. If you need to know wire colors, if you need to remember something, we got a ton of those cards there, so it's all good. This is our detail section. This job just got a full system in it, and this is the kind of installs that I do. Very clean, and this thing is doing 10,000 watts. But as you can see how dusty it's gotten because it's been here with the pressure washer, and I had water lines ran into the shop so that I can clean this customer's vehicle at no charge because I got it dusty building it, and I make sure they get their vehicle back just as clean as when they brought it.
So this is the end. That was the tour of the shop. Thank you very much for the nomination. Check out some of the photos of my work.
Installation images. Thanks for watching and your consideration.